Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, in this video, we are going to cover Infosys technical ability questions. So guys, we will be doing questions on different topics so that it will be very good for you because within just one video, you can practice multiple topics and your preparation will be super best within the least amount of time. And guys, by the end of this video, I have one DIY question for all of you. So make sure to attempt it and write down its answer in the comment section. And guys, in any of the question, if you have any doubts, make sure to ask me down in the comment section. I will answer all your queries. So guys, before we start the video, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel as I regularly post these kinds of helpful videos for all of you on daily basis on my channel. So let's get started with the first question. Let's look at this question. The question says a person crosses a 600-meter long street in 5 minutes. What is his speed in kilometer per hour? Okay. So basically a very straightforward question. Let's try solving it. The formula for speed is distance upon time, right? And here in the question, distance is given to us as 600 meter and time is given to us as 5 minutes. Okay. So let's try to solve it. But the main thing that you have to notice is that we have to find the answer in kilometer per hour. Okay. So after finding our solution, we need to convert it into kilometer per hour. Okay. So see, the distance is given to us is 600 meter. Okay. So which means we will find our initial solution in meter per second and then we will convert it into kilometer per hour. Okay. So meter we have taken and then it is 5 minutes. Okay. So we will have to convert this into seconds because we always find it either in meter per second or kilometer per hour. So since meter is here, I will convert it into second. How I will convert? In 1 minute we have 60 seconds. So in 5 minutes, 5 into 60. Okay. This will be my seconds. Now when we will solve it, this will get cut and this 6 will get cut by this. So I will have 10 on the top, 5 at the bottom. So 5, 2 times are 10. Okay, so 2 meter per second is the speed that we have got. Now we have to convert this speed into what? Kilometer per hour, right? Because we have to give the final answer in kilometer per hour. Now how you will do that? See, there is one straightforward method. Like if you, whenever you have to convert any speed which is given in meter per second to kilometer per hour, you will simply multiply it with 18 by 5. Okay, and you will get your solution. So when we will multiply it by 18 by 5, it will be given, we will be getting as 36 by 5. Okay, and since we have the options as decimals, let's try to convert it into decimal points. So 5 sevens are 35 point 10, so it will be 2. So 7.2 will be the correct answer. So the correct answer for this question will be option number B. Now guys, you might be thinking from where this 18 by 5 came. Okay, so just for if someone is not aware, let me tell you. See, we have meter per second. If we have to convert meter into kilometer, how many meters are there in 1 kilometer? So 1 kilometer has 1000 meters, right? In the same way, 1 hour has how many seconds? 3600. Okay, 3600 second. So whenever you have to convert any meter per second into kilometer per hour, what you have to do is you have to divide the particular value. For example, 1 meter per second, so you have to divide it by 1000 because you are converting into kilometer, and then multiply it with 3600. Okay, so when you will solve this, these two zeros will get cut off, and then when you will cut it with 2, you will get 2 5s are 10 and then 18. So in this way you will get 18 by 5. But instead of doing this calculation every time, we just try to remember that if we have to convert it in from meter per second to kilometer per hour, we will just simply multiply it with 18 by 5. I hope now you have got it. If you have any more doubts, feel free to put it in the comment section. Let's now move on to the next question, which is this one. Okay, the question says Ram covers 20 kilometers at a speed of 15 kilometer per hour and the other 10 kilometers at a speed of 6 kilometer per hour. What is his average speed throughout the journey? Okay, so we have a lot of data that is given to us and we are asked to find out average speed. Okay, so first let us understand what is average speed. So whenever you have to find average speed, okay, of anyone, you have this formula. Average speed is what? Speed is equals to distance upon time. So average speed is total distance upon total time. Okay, total distance upon total time. Because whenever you are having this type of question based on average speed, you will be having multiple values of distances and multiple values of times or speed in the given question. So you have to take total distance upon total time. Let's try to see. See, distance is given as Ram covers 20 kilometers. So this is the distance. at a speed of 15 kilometer per hour and other 10 kilometers at some other speed. So which means the total distance of Ram will be 20 kilometer plus this 10 kilometer. Okay, so 20 plus 10 will be 30 kilometer. So we have already found the upper portion, which is 30 kilometer. Let's now find total time. Okay, so see, again, time is directly not given to us, but speed is given to us. Okay, and distance is given to us. So we know we have this formula, speed is equals to distance upon time. So if you have to find time, time will be distance upon speed, right? So this is the formula that we are going to use to find different values of time. So let's see. First, there are two time values that we are going to get, because initially when he is traveling or covering 20 kilometers, his speed is what? His distance that he is traveling is 20 kilometer and the speed at which he is covering this distance is 15, right? In the same way, time 2 will be he is covering how much distance? 10 kilometers. So 10 and at the speed of 6 kilometer per hour, right? So this will be our time 2. So this will be the total time when we will add both of these. Let's simplify it so that our calculation becomes easy. So I will cut this with 5. So 5 4s are 20 and 5 3s are 15. Okay, and in the same way, and this is hours. Okay, and in the same way, this will get cut off with 2. So 2 5s are 10 and 2 3s are 6 hour. Okay, so total time now will be what? 4 by 3 hour plus 5 by 3, which becomes what? 9 by 3, and 9 by 3 is nothing but 3 hour, right? Now we have both the things, that is total distance also and total time also. So let's put it in the formula that we had. So average speed is equals to total distance, which was 30 kilometer that we have found out, and then total time, which is 3 hour that we have found out. So 30 by 3, it will get cut off and we will get 10. Okay, 10 kilometer per hour. Okay, now guys, whenever we are solving these types of questions, you have to also pay a small attention on the units that are given to us. See, in this question the units were all in kilometer per kilometers and kilometer per hour, so we never needed to do any conversion, right? So everything was in kilometer per hour, so our final answer also directly got reduced in kilometer per hour. But if in this place, if any of the speed or any of time which was given into minutes or seconds, then you might have to have the need to convert it. Okay, so just pay small attention to that part also. But mostly you won't get that heavy questions. You will just get these types of question only, where the units will mostly be same. Okay, so the final answer for this question will be option number C, which is 10 kilometer per hour. Let's look at this question. The question says a sum of money is to be distributed among A, B, C, D in the proportion of 5:2:4:3. If C gets rupees 1000 more than D, what is B's share? Okay, see, first of all, we are given some data. Let's use that, and based on that we have to find the B's share. Okay, see, let us assume that let the shares of A, B, C and D be, okay, A, B, C and D be what? 5x. Okay, how am I writing this? Based on this, okay, I'm just taking in terms of x. 2x, this is for B, 4x, this is for C, and 3x, this is for D. Okay, now we have to find out the value of B's share. So what is our first duty is to find the value of x. If we somehow find the value of x, we can substitute that over here and find B's share. Okay, let's understand how we will find the value of x. Okay, see, it is told, one more thing is told to us, is that if C gets 1000 more than D. Okay, so let's write it in this way. C is 1000 more than D. Okay, in this way. Now what is C's share? It is 3x, right? So I will put 3x over here. What is, sorry, this is C is 4x. Okay, and that was D actually. Let me correct it. So what is C? Okay, it is 4x, then 1000, and then D is what? D is 3x, right? So this is, okay, this is our equation. Now we will simplify it further. So it will be 4x minus 3x is equals to 1000, right? So 4x minus 3x is x is equals to 1000. See, we have successfully found out the value of x. Now in order to find B's share, we already know B's value is 2x. So what we will do? 2 into 1000. So we will get the B's share, which will be 2000 rupees, right? Let's see if we have that option. Yes, option C is the correct one. That is 2000 is the correct answer for this question. So guys, before we move on to the next question, I just want to request you, if you are finding this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. The question says A can do a work in 15 days, B can do in 20 days. If they work together for 4 days, then the fraction of work that is left is, okay. So how we are going to solve this question is, basically we know total work is always 1, right? Total work is always 1. So we are asked that if they work together for 4 days, then the fraction of work that is left is. So how we will solve this question is, first of all we will find out the work done by A like in 1 day. So A's 1 day work, okay, will be how much? 1 by 15, okay. In the same way, B's 1 day work is 1 by 20. Now, if they together do the work in, like how much work they will do together in 1 day, it will be A plus B's 1 day work, okay. 1 day work will be 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20, okay. If they work on it together for 4 days, which means 4 into 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20, right? Now we have to find out that out of total how much is left. So total was 1. Out of that we will subtract this much, that whatever the work that they do for 4 days, and we have to tell what is the left out. So we will just simply solve this equation, okay. So 1 minus 4 into 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20. If we have to take the LCM, it will be 60, okay. So if I will multiply 1 by 15 with 60, it will be 15 4s are 60, right? So 4 will come here, then 20. If I multiply 1 by 20 with 60, it will be 3s, okay. 20 into 3 is 60, right? Then divide by 60. For solving it further will be 1 minus 4 multiplied by 7 by 60, right? This can get cut off. 4 ones are 1 and 4 5s are 20. So remaining we will have 15 minus 7 by 15, which will be equals to 8 by 15, okay. So 8 by 15 will be the work that will be left out when they work together for 4 days, okay. So out of total, if we subtract that, then 8 by 15 will be the work that will be left out. So the correct answer will be option number D. I hope you are getting. If you have any doubts, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will clarify it more. Moving on to the next question now. See, we have this as the next question, and we have this 4 as the given options, okay, to us. Let's read the question first. A can lay a railway track between 2 given stations in 16 days, and B can do the same job in 12 days. With the help of C, they did the job in 4 days only. Then C alone can do the job in how many days? Okay, that is asked to us. Basically, for A and B, we are given the work, given the amount of days in which they can do the work. But for C, it is asked, okay. And we are also given one helper data, which is that they all can do the work. If they worked it together, they all can do it in like 4 days only, okay. So let's understand. See, A's 1 day work, okay, is how much? So A can do the work in 16 days. So A's 1 day work is 1 by 16, okay. First of all, we have understood that. In the same way, B's 1 day work is, B can do the work in 1 by 12. So it will be B can do the work in 12 days. So the 1 day work for B will be 1 by 12, okay. And also it is told that with the help of C, they did the job in 4 days only. What does that mean? That means that if A and B and C together work, they can do in 4 days. So we can say 1 day work of A plus B plus C, okay, A plus B plus C, 1 day work is how much? 1 by 4, right? That is only what it means. So A plus B plus C's 1 day work is 1 by 4, okay. Using this, we are going to finally find our answer, okay. So here A plus B plus C, when I am writing, I am meaning that A's 1 day work, B's 1 day work, and C's 1 day work. Now we already have the value of A's 1 day work, which is 1 by 16. We have the value of B's 1 day work, which is 1 by 12. But we don't have the value of C's 1 day work, and that is what we need to find out. So if we keep this as it is, and if we find the value of this C, we will get the final answer, which will be C's 1 day work. Let's try to formulate our equation properly. If I keep this C as it is here, and this 1 by 4 as it is here, and take this 1 by 16 and 1 by 12 on the other side, it will go something like this: minus 1 by 16 and then 1 by 12 in bracket, okay. I am just putting the common minus here. Let's try to solve it further. So if we solve 1 by 16 plus 1 by 12, the LCM for 16 and 12 will be what? See, 32, 16 to the 32 cannot be the LCM because 32 is not divisible by 12. Next is what? 16 threes are 48. So 48 will be divisible by 16 also and 12 also. Okay. So if I do 1 by 16 multiplied by 48, I will get 4. Okay. Because 16 will cancel 48 with 4. Sorry, not 4 but 3. And 12 will cancel it with 4. 12 fours are 48 divided by 48. Okay. So this is pretty straightforward LCM. Okay. If you are not aware, let me know in the comment section. I will explain more on that. Okay. In the comment. Okay, now let's solve it further. So 1 by 4 minus 7 by 48 that we will get. Okay. See, this is what we have got. Now we will take LCM further. So LCM for 4 and 48 will be what? 48, because 48 is divisible by both. Okay. So when I multiply 1 by 4 into 48, I will get 12, right? Then if I do 7 by 48 into 48, I will just get 7, because 48 and 48 will get cut off. And then finally I will have 48 at the denominator. If I will solve 12 minus 7 by 48, I will get 5 by 48. Okay. So this is the work. Okay. This is C's work. Okay. And this is what C's one day work. You have to understand. You don't have to give this as the final answer, because sometimes what will happen is you will get this also as one of the options. Okay. So you have to clearly understand that this is C's one day work. We have to find out that C alone can do the job in how many days. And I have already explained you in one of the previous questions that if you are given this situation that you have one day work of anyone, okay, one day work of C, then total work that C can do in how many days will just be the reciprocal of it. So the correct answer will be 48 by 5 and not 5 by 48. Okay. So you have to reciprocate it, but you can see we do not have the options as this fraction. What we will do is we will solve it furthermore. Okay, let's try to divide this. 5 nines are 45, then we are left with 3. So the answer will be 9. Okay, this 9, then this 3, and then 5. So 9 3 by 5 is your correct answer, which is your option number C. So the correct answer for this question is option number C. I hope you have got it. Okay, how to solve this? If you have any doubts, please feel free to ask in the comment. So guys, let's look at this question. The question says the present ages of A and B are in the ratio 4:5, and after 5 years they will be in the ratio 5:6. We have to find the present age of A. So let's see how we are going to solve this question. So as a first step, I'm going to note the data which is given to me. So see guys, we have whenever we are given age based question, we can note the data in somewhat this way. Okay, past, present and future. Okay, now what is the data given to us is the present ages of A and B are in the ratio 4:5. So I will write this ratio over here in the present section. Then after 5 years they will be in the ratio 5:6, which means from present to future, that is in next 5 years, their ratio will be 5:6. Okay, and this is the data only that which is given to us in the question. Based on this, we have to somehow calculate the present age of A. Let's see how we are going to do that. See, as a first step, we need to formulate an equation. When we solve that equation, we have to get the answer. Okay. So what I will do is, see, the same data which is given to me, I can write it in this way. Okay, 4:5 can also be written as 4 by 5, right? And we know that after 5 years, which means we don't know this is the ratio. Okay, first of all understand 4:5 is the ratio and not the exact age. So can I write it something like this, 4x and 5x? Okay, 4x and 5x is the actual age. Okay, then plus 5, if I will add 5 to both, which means after 5 years, okay, this will be equals to my this ratio, right? That is what it is told, right? That we are given the current ratio, we are given the future ratio, we are given the difference in time. So when we can formulate an equation like this. Now let's try to solve this equation. So it will be 4x plus 5 multiplied by 6. This side it will be 5 multiplied by 5x plus 5. Okay, now I'm going to further solve it. So 4 6 are 24x, and then it will be 30. This side it will be 25x, and then it will be 25. Okay, 5 5 are 25. This 25x minus 24x will be x over this side, and this 30 from there, this 25 will go over there and it will be minus 25. So 30 minus 25 will be 5. So we have got the value of x as 5. Now we are asked the present age of A. So 5 is not the present age of A. Okay, this is the x value, and we were told this was the ratio of A and B. So A's ratio was 4x. So what we will do, 4 into 5, which will be 20. So 20 years will be the correct answer for this question. That is, the age of A, or the present age of A, is 20 years. So the correct answer for this question will be option A. Okay, let's now move on to the next question. Okay, so we have a question based on interest or percentage. Okay, so let's see. like we have a sum of 12,500 amounts to 50,500 in 4 years at the rate of simple interest. Find the rate of interest. Okay, so see, first of all, the time given to us is what? How much time? 4 years. Okay, so now whenever we have to solve these kinds of question, there is a very common formula for calculating simple interest, which is P R T by 100. Okay, if you are not aware, I'll tell you what is P here. P is your principal amount, R is your rate, okay, and then we have T is the time. Okay, R is the rate of interest. Okay, rate of interest. Now in this question, let's see what we are asked. Find the rate of interest only. So we have to find R in this case, which means we should have the other values. So let's see if we have it or not. So principal amount is already given to us. Principal amount is how much? 15,000. Sorry, not 15,000, but 12,500. Okay, the amount that we take is always a initial amount is always principal amount. Okay, then we also have time given to us, as we see. So 4 years time is also given, and simple interest we can simply calculate. So simple interest, how can you calculate? It is this 15,500 minus 12,500. Okay, which is going to be 3,000. So simple interest also we have found out. So we will substitute all the values now. 3,000 will come here, and then P value is what? 12,500. Then R is the one which we have to find out, and T is 4. Okay, and then 100 will come here. Let's now start solving this values. So 100 and this one will cut off. So we will have 3,000 equals 125 into R into 4. 125 into 4 is how much? 500 into R. Here it will be 3,000. Okay, so 3,000 divided by 500. So that will be our R value. Let's solve this one. So 5, 6 are 30. So R value is how much? 6. So remember what we were calculating. R is what? Rate of interest. Rate of interest will always be in percentage. So the correct answer for this question is option D. Okay, the answer for this question is option D, which is 6%. Okay, see, question is very easy. It's just that you should be aware of this formula. Okay, so whenever question comes on rate of interest or simple interest, this is the formula that you have to apply, which is PRT by 100. Okay, and most of the times whenever a question comes, it will ask you one of these things only. Either it will ask you calculate simple interest, or it will ask you rate or time or P, and the remaining values will be given. So it will be easy for you. Let's see the next question now. The question is, the present ages of A and B are in the ratio 4:5, and after 5 years they will be in the ratio 5:6. The present age of A is what? Okay, so there is very easy way of solving this question. Let me tell you, if you are seeing this kind of question for the first time, present and future, let's consider this first of all. So we are given present ratio as 4:5. Okay, present ratio of A and B is 4:5, and then the present ratio of A and B after 5 years. Okay, this is after 5 years. What is the ratio? 5:6. Okay, let us understand this much first. So we need to formulate an equation, on based on that we will solve it further. See, so how can we write as 4:5? We can write it as 4x:5x. Okay, and then we are told after 5 years, okay, that is 4x plus 5. Okay, then ratios 5x plus 5 will be equals to this ratio, right? 5:6. That is what we are told. And ratio can be converted to, like, just to let you know, this statement can be written in like this way. Okay, 5x plus 5. Okay, then 5:6 also we can write it like this. Now the things becomes easier. We just need to solve these equations. So let's solve it. 4x plus 5. This 6 will go there, and then this will go there, and we will create one simple equation. So 5 into 5x plus 6. Okay, 5x plus 5 here also. So this equation will become what? 6 4s are 24. 24x plus 6 5s are 30. Okay, then on this side we will have 25x, then 5 5s 25. Then we will do 24 we will send there. So 25 minus 24, 25x minus 24x, we will have x value here. Then this side we will have 30 minus 25, which will give us 5. So we have successfully found the value of 5. Okay, now what we were asked is find the present age of A. So the ratio of A that we have taken was 4x. So the present age of A will be 4 into 5, simple, which is 20. So let's see if we have option 20. Yes. So the correct answer for this question will be option number A, which is 20. Okay. Let's move on to the next question now. Okay, so in this next question, we are given ratio again. The respective ratio of present ages of Swati and Trupu is 4:5. 6 years hence, the respective ratio of their ages will be 6:7. What is the difference between their ages? So let's try to create it, like solve it in this way. Present ratio is given and hence means future. Okay, so present ratio is of Swati and Trupu is what? Okay, first let me write Swati is to Trupu. So the present ratio is 4:5. Okay, after 6 years, okay, after 6 years the ratio becomes what? 6:7. Okay, what is the difference between their ages? Again we need to formulate in terms of equation and we need to solve it. So let's do it. So 4x is to, okay, let me write is to 4x is to 5x. Okay, so this is the ratio that we can consider, and now we will start formulating the equation. What we were told is 4x after 6 years. Okay, like we will add 6 to both the ratios, and this will be our new ratio, which is going to be after 6 years. So how can we solve this equation? 4x plus 6 divided by 5x plus 6 is equals to 6 by 7. Now we will send this here, send that here, and we will create the new equation, which is going to be 4x plus 6 multiplied by 7 is equals to 6 into 5x plus 6. 4 sevens are what? 28. 6 sevens are 42. 6 fives are 30x, and then 36. Okay, so 30x minus 28x, which is going to be 2x, and then here this side 42 minus 36 is how much? 4 plus 2, 6. Okay, so then in this way we will get the x value as 3. But this is not our answer. Okay, what we were told is we need to find the difference between their ages. So let's consider one of the ratios, 4x and 5x. So the age will be 4 into 3, which is going to be 12, and then 5x, so 5 into 3, 15. So this is their ages as of now. Okay, so in order to find the difference between these ages, what we need to do? 15 minus 12, which is going to be 3. So the difference between their ages 3. The correct answer for this question is option number A, which is 3. And the what is this? This is the difference between their ages. Okay, okay, let us see this question. The ratio of present ages of two brothers is 1:2, and 5 years back the ratio was 1:3. What will be the ratio of their ages after 5 years? Okay, so whenever we have to solve this question, let me tell you how can we solve this. We have 3 time frames. First is past, which is given to us, I think. Yes, this one. Then we have present, and then we are asked is what? Future. So let's try to solve it. So the present age ratio is what? 1:2. Past ratio given to us is what? 1:3, and the past ratio was how much time back? 5 years back. Okay, minus 5 years. Okay, and we are asked the future ratio. Okay, so future years, how much time it is asked? 5 years after. So what we can do is, first we will try to create an equation. Based on that we will create their present ages, and then we can simply calculate the future ages and their ratio. So let's do that. See, present age is 1:2. So what we can do is we can write it in this way. This, what it is told is, before 5 years, which means 1x minus 5 is to 2x minus 5. This will equals to what? 1:3. So we can simply write this as 1 by 3, and then 1x minus 5 divided by 2x minus 5. This will go there, this will go there. So our equation will be something like 2x minus 5 is equals to what? 3x minus 15. 3x minus 2x is x, and then 15 will go there. So 15 minus 5 is what? 10. So x value what we have got is 10. Now based on x value, what we can do is we can calculate the present ages. Okay, so the present ages will be 1x, which is 10, and 2x, which is 2 into 10, which is 20. Okay, so the present ages is 10 and 20 after 5 years. So the after 5 years ages will be what? 10, like the age for which the current age is 10, the next age will be 10 plus 5, which is 15. And for the one whose age is 20 as of now, the after 5 years their age will be 25, and we need to find the ratio of it. So 15 by 25. So 3 5s are 15, and sorry, not 3 but 5 3s are 15, and 5 5s are 25. We cannot cut it further, so this will be only our final ratio. So the correct answer for this question will be option number A, which is 3:5. See, these kinds of questions are very easy. It's just that we have to calculate the value of x and then we have to use that x value and substitute it in our equation, find the actual ages, and based on that, whatever the future ages we are asked, we have to calculate that. So in this way, we can solve this question. So guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you do, please give it a like. If you have any more doubts, please drop them in the comment section. You can also join me on Telegram and follow me on Instagram as well. You can ask your queries over Instagram DM too. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss on any of the important updates or notification whenever I upload a new video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video.